All right,
Good
welcome
intro.
back, or welcome to the first episode of the Toddlers podcast. This
Fuck
will
you.
be a podcast where we discuss numerous topics, such as Minecraft drama, Minecraft games, and presidential candidates. So,
Pretty much just real world and gaming drama.
yeah, anything really.
Yeah.
So, if we want to all introduce ourselves, I'm Charlie. My YouTube channel is Broly, and my Twitter is at RealBroly.
Hello, everyone. My name's Mitch. My YouTube channel is Cleve, and my Twitter is the biggest mutt.
Alright, hello everyone. I am Roger. My YouTube channel is Grev, and that's all my social media. My Twitch
Let's
is
go.
Grev16.
Um, Hi, my name is Eli. My YouTube is ZuckJuice, and I'm the Bop It World Record holder.
Let's go,
Yeah, we have real
Eli.
celebrities.
hmm
So, I probably should have the list of topics pulled up. I said I was gonna do that and then I didn't. I think I
I
memorized them though.
no,
This is
it's
the
Happy
second
Heart Stream.
time. Yeah, this is the second time we were recording this. Because literally everybody's audio got messed up last time. It was a group effort to make it the worst audio we could.
I agree.
Alright, so our first topic, Dream versus Happy Heart. This was already outdated when we talked about it like yesterday when we first recorded it. Now it's even just more outdated.
Today is Monday, by the way.
Yeah.
As we're recording this, it should be up on Tuesday.
Oh,
If Charlie is
So,
a nice person.
yeah. So yeah, the Dream versus Happy Heart situation. So Dream, you probably know him. He's like top 10 fastest growing YouTubers right now. They're like actual YouTubers. He made a video a while back called The Unsolved Mystery of the Minecraft's Longest Jump. And most people thought it was a good video. And but a lot of people in the parkour community didn't like it because it spread a lot of misinformation about parkour. And so a few days ago, a parkour Minecraft YouTuber, Happyheart, he made a video talking about Dream and how a lot of the stuff he said in the okay, a lot of the stuff he said in the video was either misleading or just flat out wrong. And he made the mistake of bringing on this dude Uber, who they kept on claiming that Dream stole his video from, and Dream made a response video, which I made an entire video on that, where I go over why I didn't like the video there. It was not very good, but a lot of his fan base, like they were still on Dream's side, and they went and attacked Happy Heart. Uh, and then they made an interview where they resolved their differences, and now they're friends.
Apparently.
So the only person still holding on to this drama is me.
idiot.
We need clicks, man.
Uh, yeah. So I think something I want to talk about is that I feel like the entire situation it kind of made Happy Heart out to be the bad guy, but now I don't think that's the case. Like if you watch the interview, I feel like a lot of the blame is put onto Happy Heart, and in the pinned comment section, I don't know if it's what was going on there, but uh, Happy Heart was taking like most of the blame or stuff, and the most stuff he can improve on. When really all he did wrong was the interview with Uber, where Uber like just lied about Dream for a little bit.
I
Dream even
agree.
admits in the Dream admits in the interview that if Happy Heart didn't make the the if Dream didn't have the Uber video, then he wouldn't have made a response. But since Dream included Uber, since Happy Heart included Uber in in his video, that's the only reason why he responded, just to clear up those lies. And that kind of implies that like everything else in the video was either like fair criticism or not big enough to like not important enough to warrant a response.
Yeah, fuck
So
Dream.
okay, that's
All
a
my
little bit
homies
too
hate
far.
Dream. All my homies hate Dream.
I know in my first video I pretty much said fuck him, but yeah. Dream also talked a lot about in the interview how it wasn't really meant to be a documentary, and it was just kind of be like a little fun exercise for your entire family to watch. But even though that's like it isn't what he intended, his fans clearly interpret it a different way. Like the top comment after Dream's pinned comment on the original like unsolved mystery video is I don't care what anybody said. This is a documentary.
Well,
And
I'm
I'd
not
like to
sure
point
that's
out,
Dream's fault.
that like Dream can just say that, oh, I'm not responsible for what my fans do, but he has 4 million fans, and like
Yeah.
that's a big following, so he's kind of needs to set that straight.
Yeah, I'm sure. He said don't attack
He
Happyheart at the end of his video, and whether you like to admit it or not, out of those 4 million fans, not all of them watched the video, obviously, but a large
yeah he
chunk.
didn't even upload it on his main channel. It was his second channel.
Yeah, but a large chunk of the people who watched that video probably didn't watch to the end. Saw, oh, this Happyheart was just kind of giving Dream criticism. I'm gonna go leave hate because YouTube comments are stupid. And so he needs to at least take a little bit of responsibility for sending hate to Happyheart, even if it
And he
isn't what
did
he
do that. He
intended.
did do that.
Yeah.
What I didn't really like though is that like both Happyheart and Dream took credit for the hate. In my opinion, from what I saw, it was definitely more one-sided. Like really, the only person hated on Dream was Uber. But like, especially since you compare Happyheart's following of like around 25,000 subscribers, and Dream's following of 4 million, that's like what 100 times bigger at least.
Yeah.
Am I doing the math right there? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a fun exercise for everyone. Let's go around the room and say if we would fuck Dream.
Okay,
Honestly, his
let's
voice
not.
is kind of
Okay,
nice,
No, let's not.
so that's a yes for me.
he could be a girl, but
We haven't seen this
then
video.
again, I'm not gay. So yeah, because he hasn't done a face reveal.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna give
then
a hard pass on that one.
Isn't he gay for George though?
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, his fan base is weird.
Yeah, I mean, I think that he's a Minecraft YouTuber, so it's weird. But I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure there are videos out there with millions of views of them, like George and Dream aggressively flirting for 30 minutes.
Do you think there's
Yeah,
fan
it's
fictions?
pretty weird.
There are definitely.
Oh, most
fan-
definitely.
Oh,
There's like
100.
entire Instagram like and Twitter accounts dedicated to.
Yeah, there are.
Like I went on Dream's Reddit once, and all the top things are like him flirting with George. Like if you go on Dream's Twitter, the like top replies will be stuff like jokes about how they might be in a relationship. It's
Isn't it
kind of
confirmed-
weird. But
Isn't
I
it
don't know.
confirmed that Dream hasn't showed his face to George though?
Yeah.
Isn't that like a
I
whole
just want to
thing?
point out that Dream indirectly caused another faceless YouTuber to be doxxed, which I find a little ironic. As apparently Happyheart was doxxed.
Jesus, man. Yeah, I think Dream definitely didn't make it clear enough in his video, at least early on, to say, hey, don't send hate to anyone mentioned in this video.
Yeah, if we just put that at the start, that wouldn't have been a problem.
Like, you
Like-
know, every single other commentary YouTuber ever.
Yeah, but I mean, Dream doesn't. Are you guys gonna choose a gag?
Huh?
Whoa, whoa!
Whoa.
It just
Sorry.
lagged its sun for me.
Yeah, it did. Because I was like, oh, the cogs are already gone. We're dancing.
Okay. If anybody wants to know what game we're playing, we're all playing Toontown Rewritten.
It's Toontown, but it's rewritten.
Mitch has said more words to me while whispering to me than he has in the podcast. Mitch, what do you think about the Dream situation?
You know, I think everyone's at fault, both fans and content creators. It's like a group effort on hating on someone, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
I could agree with that. I think Happyheart definitely. We are kind of attacking Dream here, whether we like to admit it or not. But Happyheart definitely made his mistakes too.
Yeah.
No, I don't think Dream can come back from this. He should just delete his YouTube channel.
His career is over.
His career
because
is over.
Dream's gonna be fine. Happy Heart will be fine too.
Yeah.
He's had a few big boosts his YouTube career. This is probably one of the bigger ones.
Eli, why?
Cause Charlie used the foghorn. It's gonna kill anyway.
You're training.
Yeah. Plus,
for...
I think I have a higher lore than Eli does. Alright.
No,
Do
a
I
higher.
have hypno goggles? Well, we have to go down to experience. Okay. That's enough on the Dream situation.
Yeah.
It solved beef anyway.
Mhm.
So really, we shouldn't be talking about it.
It's still nice to talk about though.
Yeah.
I got it, Charlie. Charlie, I got it.
Charlie, no, I got
Okay.
it.
Oh, you got this. Okay, next topic. It's the Minecraft Ultimate. It's
Oh, no.
Minecraft Ultimate's coming back. It's July 25th. If you don't know what Minecraft Ultimate is, it is a Hunger Games tournament with like 200 different people. There's people from all over the world, like literally. They have like 7 different languages on their site, even though there's only I think 5, 6.
There are Geometry
People.
Dash players.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what's your guys' favorite Geometry Dash YouTuber?
I like.
Juniper. That one person just commented Juniper on my MC Ultimate video.
Let's go.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different YouTubers. I think the biggest is the biggest is Dead Revel. What am I talking about? But the second biggest is this dude named Mike Crack. He has like 15 million subscribers on YouTube. He's like the ninja of Mexico. No, it is true because I think they have the same amount of followers.
Wait, the Geometry Dash YouTuber?
No, Mike Crack is this like Spanish Minecraft YouTuber.
Oh.
And you know, Dreams in it, he's pretty big right now. You got people all over the world.
Dream is like the Mr.
So,
Beast of YouTube.
They've announced a few updates to. Oh my goodness, Eli.
Nice one.
They've announced some changes to how MC Ultimate works, and we don't think they're very good. So we'll talk about them right now. So the first change, the chest refills. In the original Minecraft Ultimate, how the chest refill work is that it refilled once at 15 minutes in, and then it would only give you one item, and it would be like a leather or like
Charlie.
what? What did we do?
We used 2 tune up and 2 trap.
No, I switched to lore.
Oh,
lore.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Heh.
And it misses.
No, I think you only had 2.
No, you
holes
did
left.
it. You had
Oh,
trap.
okay. Thing, I thought I changed quick enough.
Wait, does that cancel them out?
Yeah, it does.
Oh my god. And Mitch is the only
Yeah.
one without tune. Okay.
Here, I'll lure. You can trap. Oh my god!
I'm gonna
I
go
just want to
sad.
do the podcast.
I only have
Mitch,
32.
stop tickling me.
I only have
It's not
30
funny.
I only have 32 health. I'm gonna go sad. The triple lore. All right, let's finish it off with a sound.
Okay.
Leave all
Stop
of
messing
this in.
around.
Leave all of this
Uh,
in.
Stop horsing
I sadly
around.
will. So, yeah, the chest refills. How chest refills worked in the original is that, they'd refill once at 15 minutes in, which, keep in mind, was before grace period ended. Grace period ended 20 minutes in. And then, let's see if this hits. Oh, nice.
Nice.
and
we
then-
did it.
They'd only give you one item per chest, and it would be like a piece of leather, or cobblestone, or a raw fish. Like, these terrible items. I don't know. Like, easy fix is to just make the refills the same as normal chests. But instead of doing that, they now have 2 refills, one at 15 minutes and one at 45 minutes. and they now give you 2 items instead of 1 item.
Bro, so like you're saying I could get cobblestone and leather.
Dude, that'd be epic.
Oh, Charlie, are close to
So,
opera.
nah, I'm still 1,000 off. So it's like, I guess it's a better change by a technicality.
Who's
And
staying
then
here?
I'll say.
the refills,
Alright.
yeah, it's a better change by technicality because technically you get more items per refill now. But like, it's still just they're making it harder on themselves. I feel like just make refills normal, like in every other game ever. What else did they change? Does anyone else have anything to say about that?
You know, if you think about it, they kind of just doubled the resources you get per chest refill. So, you know, step in the right direction.
Yeah, plus 50%.
What? Plus 50%, that's 1.5.
No, plus 100%.
You
100%. So fall damage was reduced by 75% last season. It's now increased to 50%. That's a change. So the custom map they built had many mountains for some reason, and so they decided to make fall damage do absolutely nothing. But then I guess people would fall off cliffs, like they'd get hit off by players, and they'd fall like 100 blocks down, and they'd still have like half their health left. That's why I assume this change is made. So I guess that's fine. I mean, it won't really matter. Anyway. Okay.
So Mitch,
So
here wait, I have a question for Mitch.
What?
What's your
Oh, no.
favorite Pika Clicks tweet?
we'll get into that. We'll get into
Yeah, well, that's a
favorite
little
Pika
later.
Clicks
More
tweets later.
respectful.
No, okay. I guess we'll have to talk about this one now. So, we've probably all heard if you're watching this. Rekful, he was a Twitch streamer. He died. He committed suicide a few days ago. Now you probably saw before he passed. He posted like he was gonna propose to his girlfriend over. Oh my god, he was gonna propose to his girlfriend over Twitter. And a lot of people made fun of him for that because, admittedly, that's not a thing you want to do. But two of the people who made fun of him were Pika Clicks, the dude who runs MC Ultimate, and Bread Witchery, one of Pikachu's best friend. And they both made tweets making fun of him. I don't have the tweets. I doubt they were saved because they're pretty small streamers. So you just gonna have to trust me here on what they said. Pika Clicks was like, I don't know, he just made some joke about it.
Yeah, no one really cared about.
Oh, he said you might want to delete this. This is he said this is the stupidest thing I've seen all year. That's what he said. Something along those lines. And Bread Witchery said something like, I'm just thinking his social media manager said, no, not this kind of engagement. And, wait a minute. I'm just noticing everybody has... Why? Okay. Anyway. And so they both deleted their tweets after, Rekful died. But neither of them have apologized. I think both of them were just make that whenever a popular streamer dies, you always see people are like mental health is a serious issue and stuff. Just those basic cookie cutter stuff, cookie cutter tweets, and without any apologizing for the joke they made. That I'm not saying that it killed Rekful. It's definitely not a good look to be making fun of a guy who commits suicide 12 hours later. Or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind
There's
of
not really a whole
shows
lot
what
to
type
say.
of person Mr. Pika Clicks is by
Yeah.
not owning up to it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the funner stuff where we can make fun of Pika Clicks for dumber things. So in last MC Ultimate, they had a bunch of farms all around the map. They'd have a farm with wheat, farm with like mushrooms. I think maybe carrots and stuff, melons probably, a bunch of farms everywhere. But the thing is, they put a limit to how much crops you could farm. They put 12 a limit for 12 wheat and 6 of each mushroom, which means you could only make 4 bread and you could only make 4 pieces of bread and you could only make 6 mushroom stew, which is a little bit for like a 20-minute Hunger Games. Like that will get you through. But uh Minecraft Ultimate, it lasted for 2 hours. And as I said earlier, the chest situation was terrible. So it's not like you get food easily from there. So there's just a food shortage everywhere. And thankfully, they changed it so you can now break 18 wheat and 8 of each mushroom instead of 12 and 6. So you can now make 2 more pieces of bread and 2 more mushroom stews.
That's gonna last you the
Uh,
other hour.
yeah, the other hour, 40 minutes. So I said, okay, Roger, you're pulling a Charlie. So I replied to this tweet and I asked, why would you even put a cap on how much crops you can farm? Is it because some people would take it all because that's the point of having farms? And some guy who actually worked on the testing in the whatever, some guy who tested the event. They said during testing, some people like me came across the farms early and got 3 to 4 stacks of bread. It removed the aspect of food management in the Hunger Games. It was hella OP, so it had to be nerfed. Uh, so okay, I get why you have it can be OP because if you have just one person rush the farms early on and get the entire stock of wheat, they'll obviously have much more food than everyone else. But also, you just either don't have farms or just make it clear that a good strategy is to rush farms so you get food for the rest of the game instead of going in mid or like going to different chest routes. It's not like anybody's figured out chest routes either because the map's private. Uh,
What if they
I
pull a
agree.
dream and just recreate it block for block to find what it really is like? Remember that?
when did Dream do that?
Oh, I'm talking about like the
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie thing.
Yeah.
And he found his.
No, didn't he just feel? Yeah, he found the seed,
He
but
found the
he
seed.
just like. How did he find the seed?
They had like pictures from like PewDiePie's videos, and they tried. I don't know. There's some weird seed things that they used.
Yeah. Uh, what's the next thing they mentioned? So, again, that's kind of an improvement. I still just think you should be able to get as many crops as you need. Or can take, really. What? Somebody pushed me off. Okay, this one I'm really mad about. Respawn portals can now
Oh
be
no.
used the entire game instead of being disabled at the end. This is a bad change. This respawn portal. I feel like I'm the only person besides you guys who noticed this.
Yeah.
Kara Corvus got respawned 4 times and she died first. Like that should not happen.
Yeah.
That's way too overpowered.
So these people here, I've heard me say this a bunch, but if your respawn portal should get nerfed because you shouldn't have to like you shouldn't have to like you shouldn't have to respawn like 4 times a game and then instantly die pretty much. And so if you're like a team that's doing well and a team that's doing well and getting a lot of kills, something like 9 kills is pretty easy to get. So I think that respawn portal should cost 9. You should only be able to use them once, and then make it so like when you do respawn, it's you get like full chain armor and then like a stone weapon, stone sword, maybe like some other food or like a gapple or something, just something so that you don't instantly die. Because if you're getting respawned at that point, it's pretty late in the game probably. So full chain and a stone weapon is definitely at at the minimum what people would have at that late into the game.
Yeah, I think when we say respawn portals are OP, I guess they kind of weren't because people would respawn with nothing and get killed immediately. But like, we're just saying they're way too easy to get.
Yeah, they're too
I
easy.
get that Lego Maestro had the most kills or whatever, but he did that like single-handedly. Respawn portals, I feel like, should be like a special thing, and they were being used like every minute. It
Yeah,
seemed
also
like, at least.
it's and it's not that they were overpowered. It's actually the opposite of that. They're
Oh
it just
no.
What's wrong,
what?
It's
Mitch?
gray. It's the
It's
gray
gray.
group.
No, it so the
Did you
problem
get
with
the
it is
gray?
that
Oh no.
Mitch got the gray, guys.
Walk in,
no.
walk in.
He has the gray. He can't. We gotta leave him behind, guys.
Yeah, we have to leave him behind.
Oh my god, how do you guys do this? How are you so dumb?
It's a
Oh god.
glitch.
They still haven't patched it.
Anyway, so like the respawn portals, they were too easy to craft and they were too useless because you would respawn and pretty much die immediately, especially that late into the game. And so yeah, so that late into the game, you would just pretty much die immediately because you respawn with literally no items. And I saw a number of times that people got respawned, like the last thing like it was like a 2v2 fight or whatever, and then one of them died, and so obviously it's a 2v1, the one's gonna die, and so they just have like they have they like the last thing the teammate does before they die is respawn them, and then they just instantly die because they have no teammate and they have nothing on them.
Go.
Yeah. So I think an easier fix instead of making them available all game, when I think technically they were going to be available all day game last time, but they just turned them off because people were respawning too much. Is just make a respawn, make them 9 like respawn stars instead of 4, and 9 respawn stars are 9 kills. That way, like, people are only getting respawned like if they deserve it. Because either it's like somebody who is just kind of carried, but the dude is such like a boss that he's able to get 9 kills while a solo,
Like a boss.
or yeah, like a boss Minecraft T-shirt, or alternatively, it's
I don't think this kills.
it's like a team of 2 who are kind of equal. They got like 4 kills, and one guy got 5 kills. And then the guy dies, maybe to fall damage or something, and they can respawn him.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. I think they announced one more change. Grace period has been increased from 20 to 25 minutes. Just why would you do that? Grace period was way too long last time. It was like everybody had looted all the chests, it seemed like, in the first 5 minutes. So then they just kind of waited for the refill. And then everybody looted the chest immediately after that. And then you just waited for PvP to be enabled.
Yeah,
Like,
I think a 10-minute refill or 10-minute grace period seems reasonable.
they should do refills and grace period ends at the same time. It should both end at 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Because that way, if they do that, then people have a choice. They can either go try to get a bunch of chests, or they can kill people. There's like, instead of just kill, 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 because there's nothing else to do. You can go look for chests again. They also talked about pets. They talked about how they're gonna be reworked. I get they really the problem last time was they caused a bunch of lag. They didn't really affect anything. Like the people who had petting zoos in the deathmatch, Bad Boy Halo's team and the Luke the Notable's team, I think they both had a lot. Like neither of them did very well in deathmatch. They just kind of died early on. Well, they didn't really die early on if you made it to deathmatch, but like, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They died early in deathmatch.
The animals didn't help them, but I heard the animals are being reworked, so they do help them. I'm very nervous because this could go terribly wrong. But we just have to wait and see, honestly, how that goes.
Mitch, what do you think about pets?
Lag.
Thank you for your
Uh,
insight.
Alright, we finished, and Mitch doesn't get any credit
Mitch-
for it.
Mitch be like, pets are cute. I like the mushroom.
I like the polar bears. It's so cute.
Nah, polar bears actually did stuff though. Didn't they fight for you? Like polar
Those
bears
giant
and iron
golems.
golems. No, I think polar bears did too.
The polar bears are so hot.
Guys, save the
Okay,
polar
that's-
bears.
This is why we don't let Mitch speak.
Yeah.
He either gives out personal details or he is a furry.
Okay, Mitch, what's your fursona?
Raccoon.
That's enough of that. That's enough of that. We need to stay on
Who's still at
topic.
the cell bot? Who's still at the cell bot?
Not me.
Is it any of us?
I don't think any of us are.
Oops.
Oh, here, I'll go find a district with invasion or whatever.
Okay, yeah. Charlie,
Why
you
there's so
go
many
there.
people here?
Okay, my Presisona,
Alright,
mine is, Abraham Lincoln. You don't know
hey,
the Presisona?
Presisona. Yeah, so there's a select group of Hamilton fans who are, I don't want to call them insane, but like that's kind of the best word. They develop like kind of similar to fursonas, only for historical figures like Thomas Jefferson.
We did not have
And,
this. We did not have this.
Philip
in our
Hamilton.
things.
Yeah, this kind of just comes up naturally in conversation,
I don't think it
Presisonas.
does.
Yeah, it does.
And so you might think, okay, that's kind of weird. They're using historical figures as what they like identify with, but the thing is that they're not even accurate. It's like they make like Thomas Jefferson into like a. This is not an exaggeration. A black single mother who played football for Clemson College is currently taking piano. Like just the most crazy things ever, and crazy as in just not accurate whatsoever.
So my Abraham Lincoln is bi-curious as well. And
Thank you, Eli.
he's Asian.
My Richard Nixon is demisexual. Have you seen what demisexual is?
I've heard of it. I don't know exactly what it means.
Somebody made a song on TikTok, and I wish I hadn't. People might get. At first, you might get mad at me for making fun of someone's sexuality, but demisexual is people who are demisexual cannot be attracted to someone unless they form an emotional connection with people. So
That's just normal
it's pretty
people.
much code word for wanting to get married, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I mean, I'm pretty sure what that means is that you won't.
They
get to
just
kiss
don't
someone.
want to just date around and just date girls because they look hot, or boys. Alright, you guys can teleport to me now.
Okay.
Alright, that's enough of that. We can talk about Presisonas at a later date.
I think speaking of presidents, our next topic.
Kanye West.
Kanye
Oh, God, would Kanye
West.
West be someone's
Yay
Presisona?
2020. We have Yay 2020 going on. I'm gonna be right back.
So
You guys
yeah,
can talk
Kanye
about
West has
politics.
recently announced his candidacy, his run for accept my boarding group, Roger.
Oh, he left. He said 1 second.
Oh, okay. He announces run for presidency. And I've seen a lot of stuff online. Pretty much, it's either all clowning on Kanye West or well, I think the thing that I agreed with the most is if your run for presidency is being threatened by Kanye West, Christian rapper, and shoe designer, that is a serious problem with your presidential candidacy. If people want to vote for him over not just Biden, but Trump too, like both the Republican and Democratic nomination, because they messed up in their eyes, in the person voting's eyes at least, that's on the candidates. Oh, are we all here? Okay.
believe we all.
Uh,
Mitch, who are you voting for?
I'm voting for the
well, none of us can vote. You're all minors.
the
Oh, you're
Green Party.
the Green Party.
Yep.
I saw this one song of a girl, of some verified singer with like 30K followers. Uh, she made a nice diss track on Kanye West, and I really wish I hadn't seen it. It's just her going, "Get fucked, Kanye," over and over again while playing a ukulele. It's the weirdest thing ever. And the thing is, a lot of people are like, "Yes, go off," but she's like, "What does this achieve? What did that achieve?" Like, will Kanye West see that girl playing the ukulele saying, "Don't run for president," and Kanye West will be like, she makes some good points. I think I might have to suspend my candidacy. Or, like, really the only thing it does is make Kanye West fans mad at people. Right? Uh,
Also,
a few other things. Oh, yeah, you can go ahead, Roger.
I feel like people. I'm sure people realize this, but like, what Kanye isn't gonna do, what he actually needs to do to run for president. I don't even think you can at this point. Like he's not.
Yeah, he just
He's
can't.
not gonna do
He
anything
can't
to
get on the ballot.
Yeah, he can't. I mean, you can vote for like anyone on the ballot. I'm pretty sure. There's like an other option maybe or something like that.
Yeah, but he
But
can.
like,
Yeah.
it's just that Kanye, if he might affect it because there's probably gonna be enough people that vote for him that like a portion of the Democratic or a portion of the Republican people voting, they are voting for Kanye now, but it's probably not going to be substantial enough to have a major impact on the actual results. So I don't really think it's that big of a deal. It's just kind of funny.
I think
Yeah.
Kanye might be quaking in his shoes right
Yeah,
now,
you can go.
and I think I
Because the
think that
ukulele girl?
EDP 445 is running against him. Am I
Oh
correct?
no. Probably.
Eat that pussy.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, EDP445 announced he'd be running against Kanye West. For, like, what party? Are they running for the, like, insane... I don't know.
It's okay, Charlie.
I saw this one Reddit post on r/Kanye that convinced me that Kanye West actually does have a chance if he decides to run, if he decides to be serious with running for president, because the way America is right now, alright, all the voters, you have 5 different types of people. You have the people who will vote for Trump no matter what, and the people who will vote for Biden no matter what. There are Republicans who are just gonna vote for Trump because they think he's better than Joe Biden and they just wanna vote for someone who actually supports some of their political views, even if it isn't the best person. And there are Democrats who are gonna vote for Biden because they just don't want to have Trump. Yeah. Then there are people who are gonna be like, even if Kanye West didn't say he was gonna run, people who are gonna be like, screw both of them, I'm gonna vote for Bernie. Or screw both of them, I'm gonna vote for Harambe. Or screw both of them, I'm not
Harambe.
gonna vote, period. And, the thing is that Biden and Trump, they're only gonna be able to poll from 2 out of those 5 groups. Kanye will be able to pull from 3 out of those 5 when you think about it, because he's not Biden and Trump. There probably will still be a few people who are like Biden, Trump, and Kanye. I'm just moving to Canada, but uh, but I think most people, if Kanye did get serious, they'd a lot of people who are like neither would vote for Kanye, and some of the Republicans who are not less who are like less Trump supporters, and some of the Democrats who'd vote for Biden, they'd be like yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
They not yeah. You know it.
So Mitch, would you say that you are a conservatard or a libetard? Or neither? A greenitard?
Libertarian.
I vote for the green. I vote for the
What
green.
even is the Green Party?
Only the Green Party.
Well, actually,
I
guys,
never.
I'm gonna green you. I'm kidding.
Uh.
That's
Okay.
mean.
Um.
Shouldn't joke about that stuff.
I'm very
Okay.
sorry.
So, what is the Green Party like actually?
I think they're
Okay,
just
whenever I
farther
asked-
left.
Environment. They just want to save the environment.
It's-
That's it.
I thought that was libertarian, or is that just
libertarian. No, libertarian something. else.
libertarian are all the clinically insane people? I saw a segment from one of their debates. It was crazy. They were talking about whether or not like driver's license should be a thing, and like one dude who like looks like an emo kid. Like, have you guys watched The Breakfast Club? He looks
Yeah.
like that one kid who acts like he wants to be cool, but really he's like dad beats him or whatever. He looks exactly like it. And he's like, yo, if I become president, the driver's license, we're not gonna have any of that. And the entire crowd cheers. And
Let's
Gary
go.
Johnson shows up. And Gary Johnson is like, I think I want to see somebody be able to drive before they drive. And he gets booed. Then John McAfee shows up, and he's like, "Yo, what's up, guys? I'm from Belize. I just murdered a dude, but it's alright." And he gets like 50% of the vote and becomes their candidate. Libertarians are insane.
So Kanye, I'm gonna vote for him.
We can't.
He started his own political party.
Oh no, that actually
Yay.
didn't happen.
The Yeezy. He names it after himself.
Wait,
He
what's
runs
happening?
against himself.
Wait, what just happened? My thing just lagged horribly. I'm behind.
That's your fault.
Yeah, another thing, one more thing I want
What's
to mention about
next?
Kanye West is that
I feel like we.
a vote for Kanye is a vote for Trump, and they're like conspiring with each other to like make Biden not win. I don't think that's true. I think, yeah, uh, Kanye does say he supported Trump in the past, but he never actually said he supported Trump's policies. I think he always says something like, "The MAGA hat makes me feel powerful," or "Me and Trump both have that dragon energy." He never directly says, "Yeah, I love what Trump's doing at the border," or "I love the fact that Trump has pulled us from a peace treaty with Iran." Stuff like that.
Let's go.
And like, Trump has like donated directly to people opposing Trump. Like he donated like $2 million or something to Black Lives Matter. He set up a college fund for George Floyd's daughter. He was literally at the protest in Chicago. Yeah. He plays Sonic the Hedgehog, and we all know Donald Trump is probably a Call of Duty guy.
Yeah, he is.
Trump
And
would
then
be
there's
a
the other
Trump
theory
gamer.
that, yeah, Kanye West he just used Donald Trump to get some people out of prison. Cause one of his he has a music label, Good Music, and somebody on that label, GLC I think, said in an interview that he was talking to Kanye West, and Kanye was like, "Yeah, I threw away all my MAGA hats. I only did that because there were some people who were like on death row, but they didn't. They were innocent of the crime they committed or whatever. And I just need to get them out, you know. So he's not like some evil billionaire who's like, ha ha ha, I'm going to ruin America for everyone. At least I think not. At
How much
least.
money does he have?
He is a billionaire. He's just not evil.
Yeah.
Can we go to the paint mixer?
Yeah, we should go to the
No.
paint mixer.
Like people are like Elon Musk said he supports Kanye West 2020, and everyone's like, oh, that's proof that they're working together. They're just billionaires trying to take over the election. When like Elon Musk has publicly supported Democratic candidates in the past, he was like Yang Gang for the longest time. He probably still is, knowing Elon. Oh wait,
You can't say
you can't
gang.
say gang in
Can't
Toontown.
say
Oh,
gang.
that's lame.
That's sad.
Okay, that's enough about Kanye West.
Wait, we all
Okay.
went? We all went?
Oopsie.
Alright, so I think the next
Why did
thing-
somebody? Why did you lure one cog but not all of them?
One of
No,
them.
because
Is that cog not even in the battle?
He's not
no.
in the battle.
Guys, let's use squirt.
Squirt.
Hey, wait,
Squirt.
Mitch, what's your favorite Smash YouTuber?
Well, are we gonna talk about this now?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I've been talking for too long.
Box.
Hungry Box. Oh,
He's
okay.
like- he's like-
Speaking
He's the only one that I watch.
Hungry Box. Okay.
So Hungry Brox is probably not a pedophile.
Yeah, I think he's probably not. He flirted with people while having a girlfriend, but people have done much worse. Clearly.
And that was high school, right?
Yeah, that was high school. So, who cares? And so, that brings us to our next topic. And that is Smash YouTubers are being exposed or outed for being creepy people. Yay. So, the ones that
Yeah.
you probably know are like Zero.
The biggest ones. The
The
biggest.
biggest ones are Nairo,
Zero,
and Relax. And if you don't know who
Yeah.
those people are, Nairo is like one of the best players in the world. I think he's like number 4. And was
Weren't Nairo and Zero both like top
Yes.
2 Smash
they were-
Bros. 4?
Yeah, Zero and Nairo were number 1 and number 2 in Smash 4 respectively. And now they're both canceled, or now they're just gone from the community. So now DeBuzz
What
is the
did
best
Zero
player.
do? Did Zero do actual pedophilia?
I
Yeah.
don't. I think he might have, but what I heard he
No,
just
he
showed,
asked for
hen-
like masturbating pics from like underage girls.
And I know that all I heard is
Oh
that
my
he like
God.
showed hentai to an underage girl.
This is like some Stampy Longnose stuff, but even with Stampy, there was only 2. Alpha Lee Bear, who I think his death was
He's fine
greatly
now, honestly. I don't
exaggerated,
think he actually did
and
anything.
Lion Maker. Lion Maker? No, he definitely did. He's definitely guilty. Alpha
Yeah.
Lee Bear, on the other hand, I think
think
there
he's
was something there, but like it was pretty exaggerated. And I even heard like he was 16 at the time everything went down. So he's clearly not a pedophile or whatever. He never went to prison either. That's
But anyway,
just
so
you can, yeah.
yeah, Zero and Nairo are probably the 2 biggest, but after them, I would probably go with Mr. Wiz, Dr. Wiz, Joey Suler or something, who is the CEO of EVO, which is the biggest Smash tournament, pretty much the biggest video game tournament of all time, to my knowledge. And yeah, so the CEO of that got exposed. Relax, who is a Smash YouTuber who is pretty big, got exposed for being a creep.
What did he do?
I don't
Was
know
it-
exactly. I haven't read that tweet longer. I've read like
Yeah,
everyone
because
else's, so.
I checked his social media. He doesn't seem to be receiving that much hate, honestly. Maybe
I
I need
know.
to check it
The
again.
only thing that made me think like, okay, he's probably not. He's definitely hurting. Is that one of his friends, Alfred? He has made several videos with Alex, and he deleted all of them, or at least privated them.
Yeah.
And then there are a couple other people who we could name, like Keitaro and D1, who are very big Smash Bros. Commentators, or Salem, who isn't a pedophile himself, but he Salem was like top 5 in the world in
Oh,
Smash 4, I think. And
don't
yeah,
use a trunk. I meant to use the fog.
The 3 trunks still kill a 7.
Yeah, I know, but still, this is for the experience.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, that's there's not really much to say about it at all. It's just that these people are kind of being exposed for being weird, and now I know the Smash community is like kind of rebuilding because they lost a lot of
Yeah,
their.
because it was like a
It,
best players.
yeah, it was some of the
And
best players. It was some of the biggest content creators, and it was some of the it was the most famous commentators, or maybe not the most famous, but like the most prominent, because one of them commentated at Evo, and the other two are just very famous and have YouTube channels of their own that have hundreds of thousands of
and one
subscribers.
is Evo.
And
One
one
is
is Evo. Yeah, one is
Mr.
Evo.
Evo, no.
Mr. Evo himself. So yeah, not much else to say about that. But we
Who
have
is left?
who is left? What do you mean?
Introspective. I guess there are a lot of people
There are
left.
a bunch. I don't think you realize.
MK Leo and Samsora.
Samsora's up for debate.
Really?
Yeah, because
Esam?
Esam, he also is up for debate, but most people think he's okay. He just like said the N word 6 years ago. Samsora is in the same situation as Salem, where he didn't directly do anything bad, but he knew what Nairo did and continued to be best friends with him until he got outed 4 days ago or something.
Guys, my game's
Sorry.
lagging.
Alright.
Sorry.
Choose, like, just pass or something.
No, I mean, like, I'm not. I can't do anything. My screen is stuck before I
Oh,
can
no.
choose
Oh, okay,
something.
that's fine. That's fine.
Wait, it's just stuck on 0 for me now. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, it always does that for a little bit.
And there are still a bunch of people left. There are MK Leo, Mars. Some examples of just
The Buzz.
the Buzz.
Mars bars.
Oh, I remember those.
Still
Yes.
prominent players. And then Tweak. And there are still really big content creators like Introspective or Alpharad or Nintendo or other people. So the Smash community is far from dead, but it's definitely taken a hit.
Yeah. Alright, so I think we have one last topic written down. We also have Smash DLC. Might talk about that a little bit at the end. That's something we can always talk about. But
Yeah.
so coronavirus, it apparently hit a new
I
high in
think
America this week. Well, we
Let's
set a
go.
record for most cases in a day. Florida has 100K alone. But something interesting I saw was
my
that
game. I think I'm about to crash.
something I saw just today was that even though we were getting a lot of cases, we're not having a lot of deaths still. Like the deaths have been going down, so that's good. But I mean, now these so many cases are coming in. All right. Should we like try to do like a soundless factory kinda?
Mitch, do you have coronavirus? As someone who has gone out with many girls during this time period, do you think you have a big chance of catching
Alright,
coronavirus?
No,
Yeah,
What's
so
girls are cute. They have
I
cooties.
think
Have
the reason
coronavirus.
coronavirus is going
You're
back
right.
up is because people just got bored. Yeah, Mitch, what can you want to explain this?
Wait, is my Discord
Mitch?
lagging?
No, that's Charlie.
Okay.
You repeat
Mitch,
that
are you
again,
saying
Charlie.
something?
Your Discord's lagging a lot.
It is? Hold on.
Charlie robot.
Charlie Robot.
There.
Guys, let's
Charlie
make fun of
Robot.
Charlie while he's gone. The thing I hate most
I'm
about
back! I'm back, you idiots! I'm back! Okay. Cut the tape. I'm trying to talk about coronavirus, and then Mitch wasn't talking. So yeah, I've been seeing like all over social media, like girls were throwing pool parties and stuff for the 4th of July. Uh, People are going out, just hanging out around town, going to diners with no masks on, full with 55 people, which isn't very much, but there's like 10, 20, 30. I don't know.
I'm in a.
Point is, people are going back outside even though it's not safe to yet.
Yeah, things have
And
not gotten
coronavirus cases are going up again, and we're going to have to quarantine again.
better. Probably.
This is just we're gonna be trapped in this cycle.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
a
like
long
a
time.
month ago, or at least like a couple of weeks ago, it was looking good for our area to go back to school. Not full time, not 5 days a week, not wake up at 5:30 to go to school, but at least go to school
Oh.
at least 2 or 3 days a week, and then have e-learning the rest of the time. But I think now with people going out again, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, you guys can teleport to me.
Oh wait, are you in an
Yeah.
invasion district?
Yeah, I am.
Are you sure?
Are
Yeah.
you sure?
What do you mean, are you sure? All I see are yes men, and this is the Sobot HQ.
So
Alright.
it's cool. Do you guys know
Uh,
anyone with coronavirus? You, like any family members?
There is a survivor dude who got it, but he's already
Oh, yeah.
cured, I'm pretty sure.
That was Philip, right?
Philip? No, that was Shane Powers.
Oh well, Philip
He's
had it.
featured. Oh, fun fact: Shane Powers is on Tyler the Creator's album, like Cherry Bomb or something.
Oh, Philip had it. Philip Shepard.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, how
Man,
do all the best survivor guys
cured,
get
though.
coronavirus?
Best is a interesting word.
Mm.
But this is for a topic for a later day.
I want Shane Powers to actually come on the podcast. That would be lit.
Shane Powers, if you're listening.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain who Shane Powers is to Mitch and Eli. Mitch, I sometimes send this when I was going through my survivor phases watching clips, did you ever recall seeing the video where the dude keeps on saying how he has like he has like something on his penis, like a rash on his penis, and he needs his friend to check it out? No, that's Shane Powers. So who Shane is
Good old Shane.
he smoked a pack of cigarettes. An entire pack of cigarettes for 20 years, and then decided to go on Survivor. He literally he hadn't had a cigarette in like 24 hours when Survivor started, and he just went cold turkey. And he is one of the biggest cases on the show of somebody going insane. Like, I tell you, he did that. He would fight with people constantly. He just hung around naked all the time. His friend Bruce, he got medically evacuated because he got constipated, and he had to like carry him out. And Shane was naked while he carried him out.
Uh-oh.
He stole a cigarette from a kid. He won a reward to go to like a village in Panama, and he stole a cigarette for a kid. I think like he gave him all of his clothes or something. I would love to have Shane on. They keep on trying to get Shane back on Survivor, but they just can't. And I think Shane said he just doesn't want to go on Survivor at this point, because he's like 60, 50 years old now. He was literally on the old tribe. When he was on Survivor, he got put on the old person tribe. Even though he was the youngest person there by 10 years. But he also had a cigarette addiction. So, he was old at heart.
Okay, well, if it's not an addiction if you can stop whenever you want to, so.
The thing is, he didn't. He robbed the kid in Panama.
Anyways.
Right.
Shane, if you're watching this, we would love to have you on. You'd be our first ever guest.
Well, we already have our guest planned out for next week.
Yeah, he's just he'd be our first guest we haven't spoken to before. Our first celebrity guest.
Yeah, that's true. Celebrity's a big word.
Oh, there's another thing I want to mention. There is this dude. His name's like Charlie Daniels or something. He was tweeting a bunch of like pro-Trump, anti-Hillary Clinton stuff. Like just Eli?
Eli.
He used an opera.
That was not necessary, Eli.
Well, we needed it.
What do you mean?
It's good content. It's good content. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, he was like fighting with. He's like he has 1 million Twitter followers. He's a pretty big country star. He's been in the industry for decades. He's just fighting with random people on Twitter about Donald Trump or whatever, and then he dies. He died
No.
today, literally on his deathbed. He was just ranting about how Donald Trump's great and stuff. I just thought that was a little bit funny.
It's sad.
How it's sad that he died, but on his deathbed he was fighting to the grave about politics.
How old was he?
83. He lived a
Oh,
nice and long
okay.
life. He never gave up for what he believed in.
I guess. He gave up life.
What?
What? What?
That's kind of all the stuff we had planned.
We can
So,
talk about Smash DLC for the rest of this
No.
factory.
Yeah. Actually, let's see what Mitch wants to talk about. Mitch, you've been quiet. You've said like 5 things,
My
none of which will make.
My OBS says encoding overloaded. I don't know what that means, but it's probably not good.
Oh,
Well, are you still recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
so on,
Should we give Mitch his own segment? Because it might not show up, so we might have to.
We might have to. I think that's for a later date.
oh. Damn.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in.
No, we still have some time left. Let's finish this factory.
Let's just talk about Smash DLC.
No. This is my time to shine. This is
No, but
my
what
Yeah.
if
It's
if
Mitch.
it's
Let's
possible?
let Mitch. Hey, let's record an outro now. In the event that Mitch's audio
Yeah.
fails, alright?
Yeah.
So thank you for coming to the Toddler Podcast. This has been your co-host Charlie.
Why are you a co-host?
Because there's 4 different. Okay, we have to redo this. Thanks for listening to the Toddler Podcast. We should be uploading every day on this channel. Not
Every day,
on
let's
this channel.
go. Daily
Every
Okay,
Monday,
videos.
every
restart.
Monday.
Okay, I'm doing
Every
the outro
Monday.
now. I'm taking
Every-
charge of this.
No, I got this. Thank you for listening to the Toddler Podcast. We post every Monday, 4 o'clock
It's
p.m.
Tuesday.
It's
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. Only because Mitch messed up the audio last time, and Eli and me. Thank you all for listening.